We're live.
We're live. All right.
All right, so let's go. Link tree. I just want to make sure. I want to throw it up on my iPad.
Do we see how many viewers we have?
It has comments.
Yeah, I see comments, but
there's
no like number anywhere.
Oh, this is the banner.
There's these banners.
Oh, we can create a banner.
Oh, I can't do banners.
Yeah, this is all me.
You could. Should we do it for the topics and stuff?
Yeah, I think we can.
Like if we're talking about. Yeah.
Ah, look at this.
That's sick. Okay. You got the shirts on.
Yeah. I put shirts on. We're good to go.
In case they didn't know.
In case they did not know. They know where we are now.
And the banner, but
oh, it does show our viewers. All right, so it shows our viewer count's clearly 0.
Okay.
Let me just pull up on my phone.
Now, okay. I guess, like, will people be able to rewind this?
Rewind? I think on YouTube you can rewind.
Yeah.
So
but
I mean, it's not like we're saying anything stupid anyways.
No, I know, but still.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we are on YouTube Live. Okay.
What is our YouTube?
Just click our YouTube is the Wise Guys Podcast, but you're going to have to go on the link tree to get it.
Okay. So
I'll post a picture of us live and be like, we are on the YouTube.
Oh, Tatis has COVID. There we are. There we are. All right, so how are we gonna spread this link?
So you can just copy off the link tree. You can copy the YouTube link.
Okay.
And I'm gonna post it on Snapchat.
Okay.
And then we could post it. Can you post the link onto?
I don't think we can do it on Instagram, can we?
I'm not sure. I think we can. I think we can like post. I don't know. We can post something that it's on there. Here, I have an idea.
Okay.
I'll post it on the story. I have an idea. We have are you watching on like 2 devices, or else we have a viewer?
I had it up. We have a comment as well.
Oh, I didn't see that we have a comment. Let me look at the comments. Riley Hudson's. Oh, yes, my room not in Park Place. Ah, I know. It's weird. Well, welcome, Riley. We got some people out here. We're getting started at 6:15, like said. But right now we're just trying to get some distribution out there. Trying to get everything set up. Everyone, so we're just hanging out.
All right, it's on my story now. I'll put something on our Instagram as well.
All right, I got the Instagram story covered right now.
All right, never mind then.
And then we will get everything going. And at 6:15, we're just gonna go. We're gonna ride it. And do you have it up on your phone?
Yeah, I do.
I don't want to mess with anything. All right.
Yeah, we can rewind all the way.
You want to email me the link on the phone so I can pull it up on my iPad and just have it on the background?
Sure.
Oh, psych. Never mind. Got it. All right. This is cool. All right. Yeah. So let me make some banners for the topics so far. And then we'll have, we can just add them on. You want to start with Tebow?
Yeah. Yeah, just go in order of what we have.
All right, let me pull up the Roid Horse. Is there a better way to spell Roid than what I have in Discord?
ROID? No,
Yeah.
I think that's it.
All right, just making sure. All right. Well, we're almost at 6:15, so we'll get started then and there. What else do we have? I can't say all the topics. I realize we have viewers right now. We can't have them.
No, you can't
We
spoil
can't
anything.
spoil it.
There's no reason to listen.
No, I know. All right, so now we'll have that one. Almost 6:15. All right, so now we are just chilling. And then all right, well, let's get started. Let's I don't know. I think I can repost this thing now that it's up. Oh, I don't know.
Our Instagram countdown ended.
That's what I think you could repost it. So, all right. Well, let's just get started. And we'll get started the best way I know how, Chris. And let's set my timer going. We still got to edit it, so we might as well set it.
That's true.
For the people at home, this is just the natural stuff that we have to deal with.
Behind the scenes
footage stuff. So, all right. We'll get started in once I'm done this timer. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co-host, Chris Hagan.
How you guys doing?
You finally have someone to talk to, Chris.
I know. I'm not just saying it like for the future, but
you're talking live to these people. We're very excited. This is our first ever YouTube live stream. We're disappointed that Twitch doesn't work. We were supposed to have Twitch at the same time running, but eventually we will buy this software that we're using, StreamYard, and we'll have them both going on. But we're just testing it out right now, making sure everything's going, and I'm excited to get started, Chris.
I mean, we'll take what we can get.
Yeah.
Like, this is our first one, so we don't want to set the bar too high just yet.
No, not too high, not too low. We're just working with the kinks.
You flexing on the shirt a little bit?
Yeah, I was just, we have our shirts on. I'm excited. We're ready to go. And this will be the first. We'll upload this to YouTube right afterwards. So this will be the first ever YouTube video. So I'm excited. We're finally the stuff that we've been promising for like a year now. We're finally getting.
We had the Wise Summer, which I think was 2 summers ago.
And we promised all these types of things.
Yeah, right.
Now we're finally getting into it.
We said more fan interaction, YouTube, Twitch, and we came through eventually.
Hey,
here we are.
We didn't say when. We just said we'd do it, and here we are. We're doing it.
This is now the Wise Summer, I think.
Yes, this is the Wise Summer. It has to be the Wise Summer. It's not even the start yet. So I'm looking at the angle, and it's because it's inverted. It's really weird. But I have my live on air mic. We're officially live, and it's lit up. It's ready to go. But let's just get right into it, and let's start out with our boy Tim Tebow.
I love the banners, by the way.
I know the banners are sick. I can't wait to mess with these more because I'm sure we can add like colors and logos and stuff. But let's get right into it. Tim Tebow, Chris. I don't
understand it either.
It's just so much of a big deal. Everyone is making such a big deal about it. And
you would think that he is like on the team and is the starting tight end or something.
It seems like not even that.
Out.
It's like they signed him and said, yeah, he's starting over Trevor.
Right. Yeah.
He's gonna be the quarterback and start over Trevor. It's like he's trying him out at tight end. He could very easily get cut the first game of the preseason.
Mm-hmm. He probably will.
He probably will. Like the odds that he makes a team are just as good as like the odds of him catching a touchdown, which are very low.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I mean, what is he? He's 33 years old. He's not a tight end either.
He's never
and
played
he's been
tight end.
playing baseball and doing like SEC network for the past 5-6 years.
I honestly
I
have
don't
no
understand
idea.
how did it happen? He just decided I want to play football again?
Well, look, so it was his college coach, so that's got to be some leniency, you know? It's like, all right.
I forgot that he coached there.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about him at Ohio State, but yeah, he was
That's
right. I forgot about that.
So he coached Tebow. That's why everyone's like, oh, favoritism. And like, you know what? Let him just like have a tryout.
I
See
know.
if he's any good. And right now, as you mentioned, he is only just on the roster. It's not like he is gone in and he's been told like he's a starting tight end or he's like the highest paid tight end ever. They probably are going to sign him for dirt cheap. And the odds that this doesn't work out is very high.
Oh, yeah. And I guess from their standpoint, it's like, I mean, we might as well. Like, he is an athletic guy. He's going to get his publicity. And any publicity is good publicity. So
and when was the last time
take a chance on him?
Like the Jacksonville Jaguars have not been in the news for years. Even though they're so like the Browns are just as bad as them pretty much every year, and they get all the news whenever they start rebuilding good. So now it's like they have Trevor. What else could get them in the news? Like now that draft day is over, what else could get them in the news?
Maybe you know what it might be. Could be a distraction from Trevor, because like the media would be all over Trevor. Take a little pressure off of him. Bring in Tebow. Shift that attention a little bit. Maybe
that could also be it.
Not a horrible idea.
I think you're right. No publicity is bad publicity. But they're trying to get their I think the Jags are trying to get themselves out there, and having Tim Tebow on the team is someone like I know it sounds stupid, but it's someone you can advertise. Hey, you know, Tim Tebow could work out, and the fact that they're like not really advertising it makes this whole outrage of Tim Tebow. It makes it even stupider.
Also, just like. Let the guy live.
Why can't they?
Good for him.
Why does everyone have to have an opinion on him? It's like so if his name wasn't Tim Tebow and like he was, for example, the guy that the Washington football team signed, Sam, I don't even know his name.
Oh yeah, Sammy Reyes. That
he's basically having the same thing that Tebow's getting, only Tebow is, because he's Tim Tebow, everyone's freaking out.
He's such a polarizing figure, and I've never understood why. Because like I don't know why people don't like him.
I don't understand.
I mean, he can be annoying, but he's not like hateable or anything.
No, I don't get why there's and I don't know. I wasn't like that. The Tebow era was like so long ago, where it's like just let it like. I don't know. Let him unretire. Let him try out. As you said, let the man live.
I mean, the first like real Tebow memory I have is the playoff game against the Steelers, and that's the last. And he was like done after that year. I think
that's the last memory I have. We have a comment saying Tim Tebow's next Taysom Hill. I think that would be very funny if Tim Tebow was the next Taysom Hill
on the Jags.
The Jags, I mean, it's like, oh, here he comes, Tim Tebow, and he's throwing a touchdown pass instead of Trevor. That honestly
would be great if we just had like Tebow Mania Part 2.
Because
everyone liked Tebow Mania.
Yeah,
it was like Linsanity.
Yeah, who doesn't want Tebow Mania?
Right.
It's like, but that's also the thing. It's like Linsanity happened, and every time Linsanity's been trying to come back, everyone's like, yeah, Linsanity. Now it's like Tim Tebow's coming back, and you're like, boo, boo, Tim Tebow.
Well, it's a little different because Tebow, like, there is part of it where like he's probably grabbing attention. Like the whole baseball thing was, I still don't know why he did that. He tried to play baseball for the Mets, and now he's back to football, and he's been on TV with the SEC networks. It is a bit much, but at the same time, like, you really can't get enough of Tim Tebow.
Honestly, and as one of our live viewers, Adam says that he's a distraction, and technically,
it's well said.
I guess yeah, that's a well said point that he is a distraction, but why is he? I don't understand why he's such a distraction. Just
Mhm.
because he was good in college and then wasn't.
He also was never like really supposed to be good in the NFL. I think he was still a
Yeah.
first round pick, but everyone knew that he wasn't going to pan out. Like that's
No,
why
yeah,
it was
no
so
one was like,
shocking that he played so well his first year.
and I don't know. He's already labeled like. I just think we're focusing too much on it. And did you see Devin Bush was like, oh, so the Jags signed Tim Tebow? It's like, get ready. I can't wait to play Jacksonville. It's like, what do you just want to lay out
Why?
Tim Tebow? You're that mad that
So.
Tim Tebow got signed? And
Yeah.
I don't know why there's outrage of it or why there's just so much media coverage. But I guess that it just comes with the Tebow effect.
There's no reason for him to have a target on his back, but it would be funny if he just got like absolutely cracked in his first game, like just going across the middle of the field to catch a pass.
It would also be funny if he was cracked.
Yeah,
if like all of it, like he was just awesome. He was I don't know, 33. He plays like 2 good years of amazing tight ends. He has like 2 amazing years at tight end.
Yeah, and then we'll finally hear the end of it, but we actually probably wouldn't. He'd probably go back to baseball or something.
That's true. Well, I kind of like it. He's not a quitter.
No, he's not. That's why I'm saying, like, you gotta respect him a little bit. I mean, at some point, you gotta throw in the towel on your dream. But on the other hand, it's like, well, if
Joe Flacco is still getting NFL contracts, let my boy Tim Tebow try out again.
That's fair enough.
I think it's a fair point. All right, well, next up, Chris. I was trying to find a good way to transition from Tim Tebow to a steroid horse.
It's completely,
but there's no way you could do that.
It's like the polar opposite of topics.
It has nothing to do with any of it. But the Kentucky Derby had the winner was on roids, or not technically roids, but he was on
a little juiced up,
up, and apparently the trainer had nothing to do with it.
That's like, it was already great that the Kentucky Derby horse is being accused of using steroids. What made this story even better is that the trainer was just like, I don't know how it happened.
The trainer was sitting there, he goes, dude, I have no clue how that happened.
And then he's like, and I just feel so bad for the horse. He's a real good horse.
He's like the kid that gets caught by the RA drinking. He's like, dude, I have no idea how this got in here.
It just showed up.
Like, we were all just drinking water and playing Madden, and this happened. And it's like you're sitting there, you're like, and I just feel bad for you guys. You have to do all this paperwork. Like, you don't want to do this, right? You don't want to do this. So, anyways, the poor horse got drugged without the trainer even knowing.
That's honestly like the real victim. Like, he's right about that. You shouldn't feel bad for the horse. Because the horse,
for those horses anyway.
The horse is insane. Like, yeah, juice me up. I really want to win this race. It's the trainer being like, yeah, we're going to put some steroids on this horse. And now the horse is probably never going to be able to race again.
I know. That's what I felt bad for. It was like, you can kick the trainer out, but like, leave the horse.
They'll probably shoot the horse or something.
They probably will. Those poor horses are treated like crap. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I feel bad for the horse, and you're right. He is the real victim in this story.
But and then he had the audacity to be like, I mean, there are problems in horse racing, but it's not me. They're actually out to get me. Actually, no, he specifically said, I'm not saying that everyone's out to get me, but everyone's out to get me, is basically what the gist of his statement was.
I don't understand why why it has to be this whole, like, he is now formulating this whole controversy that it's all pinned on him. He's like, everyone's out to get me. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, all right, or you just drug the horse and then you got caught for it.
No one has ever looked like more obvious. Like, it's gotten to the point where it's one of those situations where it's so obvious that one person did it and they just like deny. And it's like, what do we do now? Because everyone knows it's him. He won't admit it. And it's just a stalemate. Like, what do you do? They can suspend him and he can just continue to say, it wasn't me.
I don't know either. This is as one of our comments, Riley says, he says, if you have any, is there any at the local CVS? I mean, he's got a fair point. Why didn't they drug test him before the race? They said afterwards, they were like, oh, after the race, we drug tested him and he was on drugs. It's like, you didn't test him beforehand?
Why do they have to drug test horses in the first place?
Because stuff like this
guess,
happens.
Like, I feel like this shouldn't be a problem,
Because
but
crooks
I
like
guess
this
it
happen.
is. You know, he's been like in trouble before too. Maybe even this year.
Eddie, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. God, it's like it's your horse. You're the trainer. Put 2 and 2 together. Who did it?
Right? Yeah. He looks like such a sketchy guy too.
Yeah,
Bob
he
Baffert.
definitely looked like someone who would drug a horse.
Yeah, right. If you were like picking guys out of a lineup, like he would easily be the first one.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, yeah, he's a horse drugger for sure. He's like a legendary trainer too. Like he's
Hall of Famer.
A lot of Kentucky Derbies.
He said that they said he was a Hall of Famer, and now he won't be able to race until his name's cleared, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can clear your name after that.
I don't know how you prove it.
There's
no way to prove it.
But there's no way to. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if it's really innocent until proven guilty, like they're gonna have to find evidence against. This is Deflategate all over again.
Deflategate at least had like there was a way out. Like there's some science that says he didn't do it, and there's actual reasoning. I'm not getting into Deflategate arguments right now. I will not be getting into it.
It's fair. That was 7 years ago.
Yeah, that was dumb. But there was a way Tom Brady was innocent, but anyways, there's no way out. What I'm trying to say on this one, it's like, how do you say, "Oh, I didn't drug the horse"? You can only say it so many times until someone had to have drugged the horse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at some point the excuses just go in circles, and it's gotten there very quickly because I think it's already gotten to that point.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, well, let's move on from the horse because there's only so much we could say about the
poor horse.
I feel bad for him.
He's a good horse.
You're right. He probably will get shot. He'll probably just die. Like they'll probably just kill the horse. That's what they do to those guys. It's like, you break your leg. Oh, all right, you're out. You're never racing again.
Yeah. I don't know why they can't stick him on a farm somewhere and just have him like sit there and be a horse, but
nope.
You know,
they're professionals, I guess. They signed up for this.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Yeah, they were born into this. Okay. So next up we have some leaks have been coming on with the schedule. And the main one that we want to talk about is the Sunday Night Football, the first week. One of the biggest games, I think, of the year is the first ever Sunday Night Football.
Mm-hmm.
And Rams-Bears, I actually think is an excellent choice.
Why?
Because we will see Andy Dalton get benched after week 1. When he throws 3 picks to Jalen Ramsey, Justin Fields will know we'll start week 2.
So you're willing to watch a horrible game?
I'm willing to sacrifice week 1 for week 2 Justin Fields. That's what I'm willing to sacrifice.
But it didn't have to be Sunday night. Like they could have just put them against each other at 4 o'clock. When I first saw that the Bears were on that Sunday night, I had like a flashback to when they played. Do you remember when they played the Packers in the first game of the year? And it was like 10-3.
And they got and then
it's like the same Bears team except Dalton instead of Mitch.
It has been the same Bears team. It seems like for the past 3 years, with just a rotating carousel of crappy quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And now Andy Dalton's next up on the chopping block.
Yeah.
And instead of, I guess, what will be nice is it'll be Khalil Mack versus Stafford and Aaron Donald, I guess. All right. Hopefully Fields will start by week 1. Because if he starts by week 1, we'll have a good. It'll be a good game. But
it'll at least like have a storyline behind it.
Yeah, that's true.
But
you're right. Justin Fields could suck.
I don't want to see him get killed by Aaron Donald either.
Yeah, the more
if I were a Bears fan, I would say I do not put him out there week 1.
Yeah,
that would be throwing him to the wolves.
Mm-hmm. It'd be throwing him to the best defensive player in the league,
mm-hmm.
and he'll probably end up at all time, right? Aaron Donald,
best defensive player of all time.
Him and LT, right? Or not? Yeah, Lawrence Taylor. Yeah.
Well, yeah, possibly.
Anyways, that's it. I mean, he's come on. We don't need to talk about that right now. But you're right. What was I going to say? How we are going into week 1, it's a crappy game. It's gonna.
I mean, watching Stafford first game on the Rams will be interesting enough.
Yeah, that'll be interesting enough. And at least both teams went through changes this offseason, so it won't be like the exact same team, but it's a worse Bears team than we haven't had years, and a better Rams team. So it's probably going to be a one-sided game.
Also, the Rams got the first game last year on Sunday night against the Cowboys at home, so that's not really fair.
Yeah,
that they get the same. They get a home Sunday night game in week 1, back-to-back years.
I know. What makes the Rams so special?
I
guess it's the stadium.
That's true.
It's a fast.
Are we gonna have to deal with that again?
That it's a fast
now that
stadium?
There's fans in there? Because last year, like
environment.
The first game of the year, it was just like all about the stadium.
Oh, and now it's gonna be all about the
broadcast.
Oakland Raiders one or the Vegas Raiders one too. Because now there's gonna be fans in there. It's gonna be all about.
That is true.
It's gonna be all about them. It's a fast field, Chris. You gotta admit.
I know it's a fast field, but like I know what it looks like.
But,
do you remember last year when they literally showed like a billion different like panoramic shots of the stadium throughout the broadcast?
Oh, I remember. They showed like every angle of the stadium, like 5 times.
It's like, yeah, we've seen the pictures over the summer. So
yeah, I don't. Stadiums is one of those things where it's like everyone's like we're all sick, man, and then you're just like, if I'm not there, I don't care.
Right.
Everything looks the same on TV, unless it's Miami. Miami, for some reason, they always have like a cleaner picture. I feel like.
Interesting.
They also have the best photographers in the game. Whenever the Patriots go to Miami, they have the best photographers.
Never noticed that.
No, I didn't expect you to. I face them twice a year. I know what the photographers are like. Yeah, me personally face them twice a year. Right. I'm ready to go. So, I don't know. And there hasn't been that many other leaks yet. I don't know. I mean, I saw some Patriots ones, but I also saw that they're not doing a Buccaneers, like it's just going to be some random game in October. It better at least be Sunday night. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
it has to be Sunday night.
Yeah.
But
there's literally no chance that it won't be at least Monday at worst.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be a night game for sure.
Sometimes, though, actually, now that I think about it, they'll throw those games at 4 o'clock.
But it's so lame.
I don't know. There's something about a 4 o'clock game. If there's no other good 4 o'clock games.
To that degree.
Yeah, I guess.
This has to be a night game. Either Thursday night, Sunday night, or Monday night. It has to be a night
Thursday
game.
Night would suck.
Yeah, Thursday night would suck. I think both teams would hate it, the Thursday night.
Yeah, but I mean, ESPN and NBC must be in a pretty big bidding war for that game.
I wonder how that works.
Like, do you think the NFL just assigns it, or I'm sure they have some sort of say in it.
Yeah, I'm sure, and I think I'm sure there's some sort of schedule like the Super Bowl, where like the Super Bowl has it's a different one every year or something.
Yeah, they rotate.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's some rotation of who. Wait a second, no, are we dumb? Oh no, we're not dumb. We're not dumb because I was thinking the Thursday night's always one channel, but then I was thinking which game gets on the Thursday night.
Yeah, right.
So you're right.
Because like NBC will want the Brady versus the Patriots game.
Well,
as will ESPN, as will Fox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think they like bid on it or anything?
I don't know.
I feel like there's some sketchy business that goes on.
Probably.
Because it seems like it would be all up to the NFL, but obviously, like, you can't divvy the games up equally.
That's also that's a good point because it's like, how does the Thursday night game always get ended up with the crappy game?
Yeah, I don't know. I think
they always end up with it.
I think Fox and CBS are just like, all right, we're just gonna take quantity over quality, and just give us like all the 1 and 4 o'clock games, and then Thursday night, and then ESPN and NBC can have the big games.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I wonder, I would love to see just because it takes forever to make those schedules. I would love to just see one room where how they do it. I'd love to see their.
I feel like I would be good at that. Honestly, if you put me in a room with just a huge board of the whole season and every team and their opponents, I feel like I could build a pretty nice schedule. It would take a while, but I'm confident in my ability to do that.
Well, you never know. Someone could be listening right now.
I'll shoot them an email.
Yeah, shoot
See if they need help. See if they need help for next year.
Yeah. Is it me or was the schedule like preview? Is that like I feel like it's a lot this year. It feels like a lot of people are excited for it this year over past years. Is it because tickets are coming back and fans are coming back?
That would make sense. I mean, I know Washington's doing a thing where the first 24 hours after the schedule drops, you get like no fees
Yeah,
for buying,
I hope the
which is
Patriots do
pretty
that.
smart.
Yeah, because I'm excited personally because they're playing the NFC South and I want to go to those games while I'm down south. So that's why I'm
those
excited
won't
about
be Patriots tickets.
No, there'll be Panthers and Falcons,
right,
and whatever. But it seems like a lot of Twitter accounts, either whether it's the team Twitter account or if it's other Twitter accounts, are very excited for some reason this year specifically.
Well, I mean, it's the off season, so they gotta milk stuff.
Yeah,
like teams are being like, "Oh, who do you want us to play week 1?" It's like, do you really care that much? Like you're gonna play everyone anyway.
That's fair.
Why do you care who you play week 1?
It's funny knowing the Washington football team. You'll play the Eagles.
The Eagles,
yeah, every time. But apparently the Giants want to play the Eagles because they're so angry about Devontae Smith and then the tanking in the thing. God, what a bunch of babies.
He was in the chat at some point.
Oh, I know. He said, Riley said we stink, or Riley Nolan said that we stink. Smell musty, as he said. Yeah, so I mean, Riley, if you want to come defend yourself, we're calling the Giants fans babies right now. And another Giants fan I knew was in here earlier. So if you want to defend yourselves, here's your time. But we're moving on. We're moving on to the best player in NBA history, Russell Westbrook.
Not even close either.
No, it's not. It's only one triple double away. He is he is actually. We talked about it last episode. He's been on a tear, and I'm proud of Russell.
Yeah,
I feel like he gets a lot of crap,
especially this year too, because people were like, "It's not going to work. It's not going to work," and then it didn't for a while, and like he wasn't having a great year. And then all of a sudden, something clicked, and now he's literally if he's played like this the whole year, he would be the MVP of the league.
Yeah, because the Wizards would be like the 1 seed.
They've lost like 3 of their past 11, maybe, and all of those losses have been by 1 point.
Oh, I know. They lost even with his triple double last night. They lost by 1 point, and it feels like every time they lose, it's either in overtime or by 1 point, or both.
And they didn't. Yeah, they didn't even have Beal last night either, and he just put him on his back.
Is Beal done for the season?
No, he should just miss 1 more game.
Okay, that's good because I want him to make the play-in game and actually if they could make the playoffs, that'd be really fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely be fun. What was I gonna say? The problem with Westbrook is he had to miss a 3 at the end of the game to kind of damper the mood a little bit because they had the ball and they had a shot to win, and he took a 3 for some reason.
Well, don't you know the new NBA rule? If you're down by 1, if you're down by 2 or 1, you have to shoot a 3. It's like if a 2 could win the game, you have to shoot a 3. It's the new rule. It's funny. The Nuggets did it against the Washington Wizards.
Mm-hmm. God, that was the one where Jamal Murray was whining about it, right?
Yeah, even though he's the one that passed the ball and complaining about his own teammates.
Mm-hmm. But Westbrook, his thing is taking it to the hole. That's what he does well. So you'd think at the end of the game, that's what he would do. Oh well,
it's more
one
Westbrook,
game, but
though. What's more Westbrook than
right, exactly.
After breaking the record,
right? As great as he's been, being the best team player. And then that
classic. It's just classic.
Missing an open 3 at the end of the game.
But his stats these past 5 games have been ridiculous.
Yeah, it's truly is.
He's getting over 50. He's getting over 15 rebounds and over at least, of course, over 10 assists every game. It's been ridiculous.
I mean, he's hitting 20 assists more than he's not.
Adam has a good point. This was that against that Pacers, that block was ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
that block was crazy.
They have played some just absolute wars of games.
I mean, I love watching it just because, local team. I love the Wizards. They're my second team. And just watching them go into these battles, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're gonna be gassed by the time the playoffs come around. They're probably gonna be in trouble, but
they're sadly gonna get swept probably. But
the fact that they've made it here and like now they're in a position to make the playoffs, I guess make the playing game, hopefully make the playoffs. But from where they were a month or two ago, like it's
everyone
impressive.
wrote them off. They were dead.
Mm-hmm.
They were donezo.
The only problem is that now Scott Brooks probably gets another year, and I still think that he's a garbage coach.
There's still some problems with the Wizards, but at least things are looking better.
I mean, well, they've gone from being like the 12th best team in the East to being like the 6th best team, basically, is what happened.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. And if they weren't playing like the 12th best team at the beginning of the year, they'd have a playoff spot locked in, or at least a play-in game locked in.
Right.
Which they will get a play-in game, so that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it'll be against my Celtics.
That would be something.
But I have a new philosophy with the Celtics. I want them to lose every game. I want them to say Jason Tatum has a little toe problem. We'll miss the last 5 games. And I want him to fall to the 10th seed, lose a play-in game, boom, get a lottery ticket. And then win the lottery, draft Cade Cunningham, and we're back. Banner 18.
Oh, God. Maybe slightly unrealistic there.
I mean...
Just slightly pushing it.
I don't know. All right, but if you want to play, like, it actually makes sense for them to say Tatum is hurt and just can him for the rest of the season. And Kemba, get them... Because they've been, Tatum had to deal with COVID. Kemba's been hurt all year.
Mm-hmm.
And now Jaylen Brown's out. Like, you're not going to win anyways. Just let them sit, rest. We had a deep playoff run last year. So just let them recuperate from that, recuperate from the bubble, and be locked and loaded for next year. Get the younger guys playing these last couple games. Get some real stats for them or get some real minutes for them. And then see what they can do. And then see which one needs to be traded because they all suck.
I mean, there's like 4 games left, isn't there?
That's what I'm saying. Just have Tatum sit. What's the point? What's the point of trying to win those 4 games and then trying to win play-in games to just lose in the first round?
So you would rather see your team tank for the last 4 games of the season and the playoffs than actually try to win in the playoffs?
Yes.
Because that's a loser's attitude right there. It'd be one thing if you were like the 11 seed and like trying to get into the 10 spot. I mean, that's like, you're a loser.
This Celtics team has sucked all year. It hasn't been good. This team has just, for some reason, whether it's injury luck, whether it's chemistry problems, nothing has clicked. Whether it's COVID, I mean, nothing's worked this season. It's the season from hell. And we might as well just end it off with a lottery pick. That's what I'd rather have, is a lottery pick.
But you're going to get like the 14th, 15th pick in the lottery. Like, you're not going to get Cade Cunningham.
You never know. It's called a lottery.
I do know, actually. I know that you won't.
You got to play the game, Chris. You got to play the lottery game to get the lottery ball.
You have a better shot of winning the finals than you do of getting Cade Cunningham.
That's just not true.
You might really?
That's just not true.
The chances of them getting... All right, I feel like I need to look up...
You think this Celtics team's going to win a playoff round?
I don't think they're going to get Cade Cunningham. That's my point.
Oh,
I'm not saying that they're going to win the finals.
I wasn't saying actually Cade Cunningham, like actually the first overall pick. But I'd rather have the 7th pick. Well, yeah, but that was, it was called an exaggeration, Chris. Come on now.
Oh, well, I mean, the last team in the lottery has a 0.5% chance to get the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, but if they keep losing, they can get past that.
But there's like 4 games left. They can only get so much worse.
They can get like the 12th seed. I don't know. They can get like
no, they can't.
Not the 12th seed. Maybe like the 12th. Like, I don't know. But I don't know.
Like I'd rather have the odds. Them. Like, you're barely gonna move up.
I'd rather have the odds of like getting even the 10th pick or like the 9th pick than just losing in the first round and getting this.
You're taking the playoffs for granted. Pick. some teams don't get
maybe
to the
I am.
playoffs
So
all
what?
the time.
So what?
I'm
We
saying
make it every year. I don't know.
saying it's a loser's
I'm taking it.
mentality.
No, I just think it's an accepting defeat mentality, and I'm okay with accepting
That's
defeat.
a loser's mentality.
It's not a loser's
Those two
mentality.
things go hand in hand.
Well,
That's the same
this Celtics
thing.
team is a loser team. This team is
So what makes you think they're going to be any better next year? You
Well,
think
that's
that
why
the
they need a
9th
good
overall
draft pick.
pick is going to be like turn them from a losing team to a winning
All
team?
right, well then they take that. They take Romeo. They traded for the first overall pick. They called it a day. I mean, just put it in the books now.
Yeah, you're just deflecting. But your team is now in ruins.
My team is in ruins, Chris.
For the future, though, you're saying you want to reload for next year. Nothing's going to change.
Don't you think I know this, Chris? I know nothing.
Clearly, you didn't.
I know nothing's going to change. I know nothing's going to change.
There
That's
we
why
go.
I'm being.
Got it out of you.
Yeah, I know nothing's going to change. This team they're stuck. They're in cap hell. They have no good players on the bench, and they traded for some guy that he's now getting better, but you got to re-sign him at the end of the year. I don't even know he's worth re-signing. But if you don't re-sign him, you have no cap space because it's all about the bird rights. So my team's screwed.
All right. Well, I'm glad we at least reached a.
And they have two of the best young stars, and they can't do anything with them.
It sounds like Brad Stevens should just be fired then, I guess.
It's not Brad. It's the roster. It's definitely the roster.
You guys have just done a complete 180 on Ainge. Because at first it was like, Ainge is the GOAT.
Okay, he got lucky
with this roster.
He got lucky with the third overall pick twice. It's pretty easy to get lucky with the third overall pick.
No, I'm still I know, but you still all praised him as if that's not what happened. You're like, he swindled them, and then he did it to the Sixers again, and then look at all these guys he's putting together. Thinking about how good they're gonna be in 3 years, and then 3 years comes around, and you're saying that they should lose so they can get the 9th pick in the draft.
All right, well, this is what sucks. They had the premise of they had a great future. They had the Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Then they had the Sacramento Kings pick. Everyone would have loved the Sacramento Kings pick before the season happened. Then they played, and the Sacramento Kings overachieved, and they got the 14th pick. And then they got the Memphis Grizzlies pick. And Memphis Grizzlies pick, everyone would have picked the Memphis Grizzlies pick. But then they got Ja Morant, and then they were better, and they got the 14th pick. It just, nothing has been lucky about this team ever since that trade. And maybe it's karma.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what you are is the Wizards when they had Wall, Beal, and Otto Porter. That's top three picks in 3 out of 4 years. And
nothing around them.
No, yeah. All you can say is when it happens, you're like, all right, this team is going to be so good in a couple of years. And then those couple of years come and you're like, oh, maybe they don't always pan out.
Yeah. Oh, and even when they do, the case is, these are 2 all-stars. We have 2 all-stars on the team, young all-stars that want to be here in Boston that half the league cannot say that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to, we're going to have to play in the play-in game? That's ridiculous. It's just I don't know. There's just so much disappointment with this team that I hate saying, but I hate watching them too. I would rather watch a Wizards game than watch them.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the boat right now where it's the next year you just hope something changes. Where it's you're going to have the same team. You know you're going to run it back, but just hope that something clicks. And that it happens sometimes.
And what sucks is that we traded for Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving got hurt. We had Gordon Hayward sign. He got hurt the first freaking game of the year. Ever since those 2 things have happened, no ball has dropped for the Celtics. Nothing has gone right for them ever since those things. The playoff runs haven't worked out, and the chance to get to the finals was last year in the bubble, and they blew it.
Well, they were also within a game of going to the finals against the Cavs a couple of years ago.
They were within a game of there with the backups, yeah. And then then the year after that, they lost second round because Kyrie Irving quit on the team, and everyone hated each other on the team. And then then the year after that, they made the Eastern Conference Finals again, and blew to the Heat.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a lot of disappointment come with my Celtics.
No, I understand.
Yeah. And now I just don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. I'll have to play some 2K to fix my mind. Do some trades and be like, well, you never know. You never know what can happen.
Just turn him into a champion in like 3 years. Like, it's not that hard.
I bet in 2K I could do it in a year. 2K's so easy. I can just do it in a year. All right. Well, is there any other NBA talk that we've missed recently? I do hope the Lakers make the playing game. Like, have to play in the playing game.
They are, right? Like, if the season ended today, they would be, right? They're in the 7th seed.
And LeBron's not playing against this needed win against the Knicks, so it'd be pretty funny.
It would be pretty funny. What if LeBron just like refuses to play in it?
Play in the playing game?
Because he said it's such like a bad idea.
Well, then they're gonna get kicked out of the playoffs. It's like, all right, then don't play. Just get kicked out of the playoffs. All right. Well, you ready to move on to our top 5 of the week?
I think it's time.
I'm excited. It's our first live top 5, and before we get into it, let's before we say the thing, Chris, do you want to say it? I came up with it, but do you want to say it?
Sure, I'll take the honor. It's
take the honor.
Top 5 animals that we think we could beat up,
and they have to be realistic. Like, of course, we could squish a bug.
Right? Yeah. No, it's an animal that would like actually give you a fight, and someone could make the argument that it could beat you.
The animal has to have the capabilities of killing a human.
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
We could beat up that animal.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I just realized we could make so many more banners on live and have all of our picks bannered.
I mean, don't go overboard with the banners.
That's true. But anyways, let me pull up my list. I'll go first. I feel like
you can.
All right, I'll go first. My number 1.
Offered it, but claim it for yourself.
I'm not trying to take your thunder. We're good. All right, my first one is a dog. Okay. I feel like I can beat up a dog. Having 3 dogs and having one really crazy big dog that does like to fight me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I wanted to, I could put her in her place.
Yeah,
I hate
you have the
thinking
experience.
Like, I don't want to beat up my dog, but I have the training, the capabilities that if a dog turned on me, I think any breed, if a dog turned on me, I could find a way to beat up the dog.
I feel like most dogs I could handle, but there's like, I don't know, there might be a few breeds out. Like, I wouldn't trust myself against a Rottweiler.
Yeah.
I think a Rottweiler could probably take me out.
There's a couple really mean dogs that could really take you out.
And rabid ones. Like, once it's rabid, I think you're in trouble.
I think rabid is a great idea. Oh, all right. We'll shout out to my boy Adam Steen. He's the one that gave us the idea for this. So thank you, Adam, for helping us out. Because
you're just gonna play that off like you came up with the idea while he was sitting.
No, I knew he was in the chat. I knew he was in the chat. I didn't know if he was going to say something. If he said something, I was going to say something. And there he was. So it all worked out for everybody. We're all good. But anyways. Anywho, you're up.
All right. So my first pick was my dog specifically. So does that count, or should I move on?
Why would you pick your dog specifically?
Because I don't know. Like,
you do have a tiny dog.
Yeah, but he can be mean.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, you could kick your dog. Like, all right, pick another one.
All right, I'll move on. My second one is a fox. And
oh yeah, a fox.
What?
Wait, easily.
Well, I just thought of it because there's a fox in my neighborhood, and
does he lurk?
He lurks. By the way, have you ever heard a fox, like the noise that they make?
What does the fox say? Ding 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 ding.
Probably losing all of the viewers we have right now after that. No, but it's like a really loud screech. Like, I couldn't even attempt to do it without like my voice cracking.
No, it sounds like a woman getting like stabbed.
Yeah,
I know it is.
It's horrifying.
Yeah,
but
scary.
Anyway, so my dad was saying one time, like when we were younger, he's like, like the fox ever does come after you, like you just have to fight it. And from that point, I'd be like, you know what? I'm ready. I'm
You've been
ready for the fox
petrified
to
of
come after
foxes
me.
ever
Not
since then.
petrified. No, like I'm ready to fight it.
Oh,
if it comes
now
after me. No, so that's immediately when you said that, I was like, a fox, I could definitely take in a fight because I've been building myself up over the years. Like, if I ever have my dog on a walk and the fox comes out,
you'd be like, stand back, pup. Let me
Yep.
take care of him.
I've got this under control.
Take care of him.
So that's where that answer comes from, and it was just automatic. Like, aside from my dog, who I could also beat up, probably at the same time, I could take them both. But
I feel like a fox is like right in the category where we want our animals that we want to beat up. It's small, but it's still like it would still
they're
put
dangerous.
up a fight.
Yeah,
it'd still try to bite you and stuff. But no, you could.
If it got you once, you'd be in trouble.
Yeah, that's true. But you could totally beat up a fox. I understand. All right, my number 2. I kind of went broad. I feel like you might have gone more specific than I did, but I just said any bird. I could just take a bird.
I mean, that's very broad. Are we talking like owls?
Like a hawk comes down? Like if a hawk comes down, he'd get me a couple times and I'd feel pain. If I get like a hand on that hawk, it's over.
I've always been freaked out about birds like pecking my eyes. Like if
I had a pair of sunglasses, it's over.
Yeah, all right.
You can do.
If the bird had strategy though, and just came right for your eyes, you'd be done.
That is true, but I feel like birds don't have strategy. I mean, they
Probably
call
not.
bird brain for a reason. So I feel like they're pretty stupid.
Probably, but I don't know. I mean, if you were just like lined up, if it was like you over here and like the bird is sitting on a tree right here and someone just says go and you're after each other, like you would be fine.
Yeah,
I would think you'd be able to like grab it or
if
something.
I wasn't ready, I feel like I'd get in trouble. But if I was ready for the fight, I could do it with my hands alone. I
think you'd be able to grab it in like mid-flight.
Yeah, because when it comes to attack me up here, I just grab the bird,
Mm-hmm.
throw it on the ground, game over. I win.
I bet it's quicker
coming up from that.
I bet it's quicker than you think it is, though.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Like you gotta be quick with your hands, and if you have your hands up waiting, it's just gonna fly around. Like it'll play a little dancing game.
No, I'll have to like play casually and then like snag it.
Mm-hmm. So it'd be tough to pull off. I think I could do it too.
I feel like we both could.
Yeah.
All right, this is why I love being live. What about an ostrich? An ostrich, I think, is a different story, but I still feel like I could take out an ostrich.
I don't know what an ostrich would do to you. That's the thing.
It would peck you with its long neck. I would just grab its neck.
I feel like you could just wring its neck.
You could just like throw it. You could just throw the ostrich.
The thing that an ostrich could do though that another bird couldn't do is plow you over. Because it's so
run
big.
and they run you over.
Like those things run fast too.
The thing is, you could trip it.
I don't know. I don't know if
like
you
if
could
that thing's running after me, I could just go whoop, trip him. He just flies.
I feel like they're quicker. Like they're not as clumsy as you would think they are.
That's an interesting one. We have to see how it runs.
We
have to actually watch a video and see how it runs compared to like a person just standing.
I want to see it race. I'll see it race in person.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, you're up.
My next one, I'm saying a horse.
Oh, I had a horse on my list.
I think if a horse was running at me, I could just drop down and take out its legs, and then it would be done.
Horses are incredibly stupid. Incredibly stupid. And I don't know, I think I've said this on the pod before, but a horse can, like if you put a blanket over a horse, it'll think that it's dead. And just lay there until the blanket gets over it. So
I could just take my shirt off and
throw it over the horse. Or just what I'm thinking, like if I actually had to fight like a horse that would fight back and wouldn't be like stupid, I feel like I could take it still. He's got that long nose, just bam, just sock him in the face. Just give it to that horse.
My entire strategy was literally just the horse. I'm just letting it charge at me, and then as soon as it gets close to me, I just drop down and like take its legs out. His legs are small.
Yeah.
Like small enough where if I go down on the legs, like the whole thing is coming down.
The problem is
they're not like well built structures.
I agree. Yeah. They're not. They're like the Star Wars, the AT-ATs.
Yes, exactly.
You knock out a leg and it's done.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, I had a horse too. I'm glad you had a horse on there. All right. My next one is any sort of lizard. I'm not scared of a lizard whatsoever. Like
Okay.
I saw one. It was like Komodo dragon. It's like Komodo dragon. What the hell is that gonna do to me?
I saw that one as I was looking too. I actually thought I put it on my list. I didn't though.
Like, what is a Komodo dragon gonna do to me? And that's like the biggest the lizard gets is a Komodo dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like they have razor sharp teeth.
Yeah, I don't know what they do to you. Like they've got
I'm sure they have some sort of
tongue.
And I'm sure they could bite me.
Like they're strong.
But like if I kick that thing in the stomach, it's not getting up.
I don't know. They might be stronger than you think.
If I had boots on and like kick it in the like it has a flabby stomach. And I know those things are faster than you'd think, but I still think I could just like kick it and it would be done.
Yeah, well, I think it's too small to like actually put up a real fight against you.
No, they're big. Like
How big are they?
Let me look it up. But I know they are big.
All right, there are some massive Komodo dragons. I don't know if you could beat this thing in a fight.
Yeah, it's like 200 pounds. 8 feet long. I could totally beat it up.
I don't know. Actually, now that I'm looking at it.
No, there's no way I wouldn't be able to beat this up.
I mean, it would have to be a really big one, but I don't know, dude. They probably are quick on their feet.
Now it's funny. While I'm looking at these pictures, I wouldn't want to beat one up. They're cool. But like if it's charging at me, I'd just like there's no way I wouldn't be able to just kick it in the face.
I don't know. You think that they can't take a punch either? Like you think if you kick it in the face once, like it's just gonna go down?
No, like, but what is it gonna do to me? The only thing I like it's like an alligator without the teeth.
I'm sure it still bites though. And like there's literally pictures of them wrestling. Like they wrestle each other. You think it wouldn't wrestle you?
I wouldn't let it wrestle me. I'd be too quick for it.
I don't think you. I'm taking the Komodo dragon. This one. This is the first one where I'm not on your side here. They're like mini dinosaurs.
I don't know. It all depends on how fast they are. Actually, let me.
They have venom also.
I'm not worried about no venom.
Really?
Yeah. They're 12 miles per hour. Actually, that's pretty. 12 miles per hour.
12 miles an hour is quick.
That's quick. It's actually really quick. All right, maybe not then. Maybe I'll retract my statement on this one. But I'm
watching a video of it eating like I can't tell what animal this is, but
there's pictures of it like biting a cow.
Pretty gruesome.
But
do you see the ones of them like wrestling each other?
Yeah.
Like what makes you think it wouldn't be able to do that to you?
I just wouldn't let it. I don't know. But again, when it wrestles me, like, you think that thing could, like, I don't know, it could claw me, but it's not going to eat me.
Could bite you and inject you with venom.
No, I wouldn't let it.
It could eat, like, if it could probably get you on the ground and just eat your face. Like, I honestly think it could. I think that's probably how that would go down.
All right, well then we just fact check that one. We'll I don't know. I could put up a fight. I'll put up a fight to a Komodo.
I think he would put up a fight, but I think in the end it's just too much.
That's disappointing.
And it also has a lower center of gravity. You know, like
yeah,
you're gonna have a hard time getting it on the ground.
That's true. Yeah, I know, especially because
you couldn't hit it. You'd basically have to use your
feet. Behind it. Yeah, I'd have to like stand behind it and kick it.
You'd probably have to wrestle it. That's probably the only way. Like just fully engaged.
The thing is, like, if I like punch a horse and like we could beat up a horse to a degree where like we'd know a horse would like stop. I don't think this thing would ever stop.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's high motor. Like he's been through some stuff.
Maybe you talked me out of it.
He's not going down.
That's a shame. All right, well, you tell me your next one.
All right, I win. All right, I said a badger. I feel like badgers have a reputation for being like fierce.
Like a honey badger?
Is there a difference between a honey badger and a normal badger?
I don't know, but you're not beating up a badger. There's no
I think
chance you're
maybe
beating up
not a honey badger, but I think I could beat up a regular badger.
Dude, I feel like those badgers are meaner than you think.
I think they're overhyped.
You think
I
they're
think they are
overrated?
mean. I do think they're overrated.
I put them in my dishonorable mentions. I was like,
Seriously?
I'm not beating up a badger.
I mean, like, they're pretty small. Like,
Yeah, but if you miss that kick, you're done. That thing is jumping on your leg and just crawling up your face and then scratching the crap out of it.
I mean, do you think, like, if it came at me, it would jump on top of me, or would it try to crawl up me?
No, I think it would jump on you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would try to jump on my chest. Like, I feel like I could play that off and then just grab it and, I don't know, choke it out or something.
I don't know. I was really considering putting a badger on here. But I think a badger would kick the crap out of us.
I mean, I feel like the most vicious badgers out there probably would, but I feel like the majority of badgers I would take. I'm just not that scared.
At pictures of like a normal badger. I'm not as scared as a normal badger as I am a honey badger. The honey badgers.
Well, yeah, the honey badger. There's
really frightening.
Remember that old video, the honey badger?
Of course, classic video. Honey badger doesn't care. That's
the
what
one.
I'm concerned about. That they don't.
Yeah,
they don't care.
Oh, I am not fighting that thing. Absolutely.
No, all right. Adam had a good point. He said, just jump on the Komodo dragon's back. You can just like step on it.
Are they vertebrae? Like, do they have?
Yeah,
spines?
They have a spine.
Do they?
Look at them. They're not like snakes. Okay, yeah. Actually, snakes have spines, but they're reptiles. They have spines. All right, let's not go backwards. Let's not go backwards. I just wanted someone to be on my side. And the people commenting about other animals, we'll get to them after the list. We'll throw them up. But anywho, I don't think you're getting a badger, dude.
The honey badger, no. The regular badger, yes.
All right, I'll take that. Oh, dude, have you seen their claws? Their claws are like long.
Let's see. I did not do a lot of badger research before this.
I'm just looking at pictures.
Yeah, they are. I mean, like, it would hurt. I'm not saying it wouldn't bang me up.
No, I'm not saying any of these wouldn't bang me up. But I don't know.
The horse wouldn't. I would destroy the horse. Yeah, right, I mean, those are pretty vicious claws, but
all right, we'll come back to the badger.
Yeah.
My next one, this one's easy. It's a beaver.
Yeah,
beaver would have no chance.
Beaver has no business being on this list.
What?
Beavers aren't dangerous.
I think beavers are pretty dangerous.
How?
I don't know. Actually, now you're all right. Fine, I'll change the beaver. I have another one. All right, a monkey though.
Okay.
I could beat the crap out of a monkey. It's just a tiny person.
Next. That's what I was thinking. I'd say just get
it's just a tiny person.
Like, I'll just wrestle it. I think I could easily do that.
And
if it's like throwing at me, I might be in trouble. But if I could get it to the ground and like have it there and then just start.
Like a chimpanzee, his punches are not as hard as my punches.
I don't know about that actually.
No,
he's like flailing.
Yeah, he's got no rhythm to it.
You'd have to have discipline to fight it.
Yeah, you just got to stay still, and whenever he's done flailing his arms like an idiot, you just punch him in the face.
He also doesn't have, or he has a lot more energy than you, though, probably.
But he'll wear himself out doing the stupid monkey moves.
As quickly as you would think, though. I feel like those guys have energy for days.
Yeah,
like he would probably tussle with you forever.
But
there's no way that you have this stamina. No, I'm agreeing with you.
In the end, I think we could beat up a monkey.
No, I do too.
Anything like any monkeyoid that's bigger than a monkey, though, I'm not like. No, I'm talking like chimpanzee, like
right. Yeah, monkey. Yeah. No baboons.
No baboons.
Definitely no gorillas.
No gorillas. No one could beat up a gorilla. But yeah,
even an orangutan, maybe not.
Orangutan. The only thing that we have going for them is that they're slow.
Yeah.
So, like, the orangutan maybe, but just a simple monkey, we could definitely beat the crap out of.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I wouldn't be too scared of that one. All right. That was my next one. I have a deer. I think I could take a deer.
I can't have a beaver on the list, but a deer's
buck.
on your list.
A buck with the antlers.
Okay, a buck. You could not take out a buck.
I think I could.
No, there's no way.
I think I could.
Actually, there is a world where you could, but it's gonna be a lot harder than you think. The thing is, you'd have to get the buck to hit a tree. Once it hits a tree, and like their antlers are either broken or stuck in the tree,
they're just so dumb. Like deers are so stupid.
The antlers would mess you up, though. As the comments say, the antlers would mess you up.
Yeah, I guess the antlers would be.
Because there's no way you can get around it. Because every time you move, it's just gonna move with you.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like I could plant and like, even if it knocks me over, if I just grab onto the antlers, then I have a chance.
But once it knocks you over, those things are stabbing you. Like, that's gonna hurt.
But if I have them,
you just grab them.
Yeah, and then then he's like flailing around and like
that's gonna be hard though.
I know it's gonna be hard. Like I have to train for it.
Yeah,
but
with the correct training and like you have to do some real anatomy to see like how.
Yeah, I would.
How those antlers hold.
I would also. The hardest part would be grabbing the antlers without grabbing the part that's like pointy at the end.
Yeah.
Because if I do that, then I'm done. But I honestly think that if I could grab the antlers as it's coming after me and just plant, it would knock me over, I bet. But if I could prevent the antlers from making contact with my body, I think
that's the only way you can do it. That's the only way you can do it is just avoid antlers at all costs.
And I'm just talking myself into it now because I had a deer to begin with. Right, yeah.
The legs are easy.
It's another weak leg animal. Like, those things would snap probably.
But you got to get to the legs.
No, I know.
And we don't have any tool. Like, this is just mano a mano.
Right.
There's nothing you can do. So, I don't know what you're going to do with the antlers. But I said, all right, actually, if you take your shirt, you throw it on top of the antlers, have the deer all confused, then you just go for the legs.
Yeah, but then it's got to be not charging at you.
Yeah.
That would be a tough one. Because the way I'm imagining this is it's just like, it's like an Oklahoma drill almost, where it's like it's me on one end, the buck on the other, and then it's just go, and then there we go. That's how I'm picturing all of these fights taking place.
Yeah. All right.
I'd be horrified though. I think if my adrenaline kicked in, I might be able to pull it off though.
That would be the scariest one I think on the list so far. Besides maybe the Komodo dragon.
The Komodo dragon.
Besides the Komodo dragon.
I would probably soil myself.
All right, I'll go with my next one. Is a snake. I'll go with the snake. Snake's easy.
I don't think I could beat up a snake.
Really?
I think a snake would tear me up.
No. I just gotta make sure that thing doesn't bite me. If I wear pants, it's game over. That snake's not touching me.
It can still bite you.
Not if I wear like jeans.
How? You think that a snake, like a fang, couldn't go through a jean?
Yeah, but it'd be harder. It'd be harder than bare legs. All right. If I get to the snake before, like this, like if I can get to the snake before it, jumps on me, I win.
I just don't think he would though.
I don't.
Yeah.
Snakes,
I feel like it would.
And also, I could take a bite. I think. I could take a bite of.
Well, it depends on the snake because you're not being specific here. What kind of snake are we talking about?
How about
if it's a poisonous snake, you're not taking a bite. Like you're just gonna get woozy.
Yes, yeah. All right. So how about a non-venomous snake, like one that
still has the ability to bite?
Of course, it has fangs. Yeah.
Okay.
It has to put up some fight, but
right.
I
feel like it could get on you very quickly, and you would just not be ready for it.
But if it doesn't have venom, I'm solid. Or like poison or.
Have you ever been bitten by a snake?
No, but.
So you're just assuming that you can take a snake bite.
Oh, you're just assuming you can take out a deer. You ever been
That's completely different.
I'm
assuming that I'd be able to grab the antlers, let it take me to the ground, and then kick its legs out.
I think I could take a snake bite though. I'd still be able to I'd be able to function enough to beat up a snake because once it's in me, it's in me. The snake will have to quickly get out. So once the snake bites me,
that is true actually.
Once the snake bites me, I have the snake. The snake's in my hand.
That's true.
And after that, I could just step on it.
Yeah, I guess it all depends then on can you actually take a snake bite and stay in the fight?
The thing is, I'd want it to bite my. See, snake bites just like bee stings. The comment saying it. Come on, Chris. that is not.
Is this
true.
an animal expert?
No, I do not think that is true. I'd much rather think of
because I've been stung by a wasp before, and like I can take that. Like that, if that's how it felt for a snake to bite my arm, I would have no problem grabbing the snake's neck. And
yeah, so like the thing is, if your snake bites your leg, I would just like grab the neck of the snake, get it off me, and then just step on it.
Right, yeah.
So I feel like I'd take it. Oh, Adam's got bit by one? Uh-oh. This might be easier than we both thought.
Well, if that's true, then yeah. Then I'm on your side. If you can take the snake bite.
Oh, now we're talking about feet? No, I don't care. There's no way I'm not losing a battle to
anything.
There's no way. Like a boa constrictor? That's even more length I got to work with.
You don't want more length. Why would you want more length?
Because then it's more stuff I can step on. More stuff I can hit.
It's more stuff that you have to step on.
It's not like a worm. If I step on if I step on the snake, it's not gonna like bite me from the other side. It's just gonna be right there.
If you stepped on like the back of it, it would just make the front of it more angry.
So
whereas you stepped on like a small snake, it would just like writhe and like.
I'm not saying it won't be easier, but there's no I'm not losing to a snake.
Also, a boa constrictor would constrict you.
I wouldn't let it. I'm just too good. I wouldn't let it.
Those are probably too slow. To, actually get around you, and like strangle you. So I think you'd probably, but they're so long too, where it's like, you just have to crush its face, I guess.
Yeah. No, like what Adam's saying in the chat. You just get it at the back of the neck, get the fangs off of you, because people hold snakes like that, where it can't bite you if you hold the back of the neck. So if it bites
but you're
me,
saying that it's going to bite you, and then you're going to remove it, which is a completely different game.
That's the key. Is I have to take a bite.
Right.
I have to take a bite. If I want to beat up a snake, I have to take a bite. There's no way I'm not beating up a snake without taking up a bite.
Okay. So poisonous snake is a no.
You have the coordination of a professional animal. I feel like I could do it. I've done it. I mean, I've held a snake like that before. I know where.
I don't think you would need coordination to once it's in you to just grab it and rip its face.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because he's talking. To take a bite. He's talking about grabbing it and not taking a bite. You're fully accepting that you're going to get bit by the snake.
Mm-hmm. I have to just train my legs enough to be able to take a snake bite.
Right. Okay.
All right.
What's
You're
next?
Up next. I don't even know what number we're on, by the way.
This is 5 for me.
Okay, so the snake was my last one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I put a goat on there. I think I could beat a goat.
A goat? I don't know.
You don't know? You think a goat could beat me? You think that we could both easily beat up a horse and a goat would take us out?
The horns is what scared me.
But the horns aren't like antlers where they're pointing out. They're like kind of bent back.
I'm sure a goat headbutt is very painful.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
But I'm saying
I think that I could crouch down and hit it with a hook before it could headbutt me.
No chance. No chance.
Really?
No way. You could punch a goat before it headbutts you.
You were saying you could punch a horse.
Yeah, I can punch a horse.
How is that easier than punching a goat? Horses are faster than goats.
Yeah, but it has the legs. It's more to your eye level. The goat's all the way down here. It's just gonna if you crouch down.
It easy.
No, it doesn't. What are you gonna punch? You're gonna punch the
then
head.
I'll squat down and I'll hit it with
when you squat down, you're getting knocked on your ass. That thing is knocking
Squatting
you over.
down would make it easier for me to take a headbutt, which I'm not planning on taking.
I don't know.
I don't understand how it's that much different than a horse. Like a horse is twice
because it has antlers. A horse isn't gonna headbutt me, and if it does, it'd be like a big dog headbutting me. This is a goat headbutting you.
I guess, but I don't know.
What about a ram?
I'm not, scared of
you could beat up a ram.
Well, goat's different than a ram, isn't it?
I know. I just want to know if you could beat up a ram.
Let me look at a picture of a ram.
Yeah. Look up a picture of a ram. See if it's any different.
No, see, because those horns are bigger. It would be
Okay.
easier for the ram to make contact with its
I will
horns.
admit it would be easier to beat up a goat than a ram. But I still don't think you're beating up either of them.
I'm not.
This is
I
7
think I would-
steps with pictures. How to beat up
How to
defend
beat up
against
a
ram.
goat?
No, how to
Oh, how to
defend
fight
a
a ram?
ram. Stop the charging ram. There's a stick involved. You can't use a stick.
No, yeah, that's
It has to be just
defeats
mano
the
a
whole
mano.
purpose of this conversation.
Yeah. Well. Anyways, I didn't want to read it anyways.
I think I could hit the goat with a nice punch.
But where?
In its face.
No way.
Why?
There's no way. You are getting headbutt, dude. You are getting headbutted.
I just don't. What if the goat puts his head down and then I just kick its neck or its chin?
You'd have to be
Also,
really quick. You'd
I
have
feel
to
like
be
I
very
could-
quick to do that.
Do you think I could dodge the goat? When I imagine a goat headbutting, I imagine it putting its head down and then running.
Yeah,
not
running
running and then putting the head down.
No, I think it does it mid-run.
You think?
Let me look it up. When does a goat? I don't even know how to phrase this. Put its head down?
Just look up goat headbutt or something.
Okay. Well, these are all just pictures of goats headbutting each other. And
Yeah,
their
I
heads
don't. I don't think you see pictures of goats headbutting people.
Well, yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of variables with the goat that
Like they're not puncturing you when they headbutt.
No, but they're not puncturing you. But it would hurt like hell.
Oh yeah, it would hurt. And if it made contact, like it would knock me down, but it wouldn't put me out. Like I think I'd still be able to, like from the ground. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
not
it
gonna
depends
like
on
pin
where
me.
it hit you too. Like I feel like I don't know.
If it got me in the crotch, I'd be done.
Yeah. Or if
But
it
if
got you like in the leg, I feel like your leg just broken, right?
I don't know. I don't think they're that powerful. If
There's
it
a lot of
got like it'd have to
variables, but
get
we'll-
like my knee to like actually injure me.
We'll put
like,
it with
would
the Komodo
bruise my
dragon.
leg. No.
Yeah, dude. I'd rather face a Komodo dragon than face a goat.
I would much rather fight a goat than a Komodo dragon.
I'm scared of the horns.
It's called
dude.
a dragon.
Yeah, but it's Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
we agreed on these for a while too. It was
I know,
only
but
the
I'm
last-
glad we
like, the
had some
first-
ones that we didn't. I'm glad
The
we had
first
some-
four, we were like, yeah, right, we could beat all these animals up.
Yeah.
And then
Well, I'm glad
fell
we didn't.
apart.
All right. I have some honorable mentions. Do you have any?
I have one, but I don't think it's really dangerous.
All right, what is it?
It's a camel.
Oh yeah, I was gonna put a camera on there too, but I don't think a camel would be able to do anything against us.
Yeah.
They
They are big though.
I had an eel. Same reason for the snake.
Yeah. But in eels, that's not really fair because an eel lives in water.
Well, the thing is, am I put in water?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't really make a fair comparison because neither of you,
Yeah.
like, no matter where you fight, one of you is at a disadvantage.
Okay. Well, then my other one is probably also unfair, which was an octopus.
If it's you swimming against an octopus, the octopus is probably going to beat you.
That's what I also thought, is that like anything in the water, the second I get in the water, no matter how fast of a swimmer I am, I'm slower than in the water.
It's their
So,
turf, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I just have no honorable mentions besides the beaver, I guess. But I do have some dishonorable mentions of things that would totally mess us up,
Okay.
which is a wolverine. A wolverine
No
would
chance.
completely obliterate us. A platypus.
Really?
Oh, it has poisonous claws. That thing scratches you and you're gonna like die in like a week. An alligator. There's
Yeah.
no chance we could beat up an alligator.
Nope.
And then a shark, which a shark almost made the list of things I could beat up.
I thought about like a small shark, but
But then I
There's
did
no-
research and
there's
I
no
was like,
terrain where.
there's like if I punch, like, you could punch a shark in the nose and it'll swim away from you. But like, if this is like a scheduled fight and he wants to take me out, I'm out.
Right.
There's nothing I can do against it.
Yeah. Right. And you wouldn't be able to take a shark bite either. Whereas the snake bite, like probably the shark bite, no.
That's the thing. It's like once it can tear off my limbs, I don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we do have some comments in the from the live stream. We have a golden poison frog. Those tiny little frogs that, like, I guess you like the super poisonous ones. I don't know where their poison comes from, but I feel like if I wore a boot, you'd just be able to just stomp it, right?
Yeah, probably.
That's what I was thinking with that. And a kangaroo is the other one.
No, they've got the kickers.
There's no way we'd be able to fight a kangaroo.
No.
A kangaroo would beat the crap out of us.
They kick you like hard.
Yeah, and they're like part of the whenever there's like a comedy movie and like they're in like Africa or somewhere, Australia, it's like that's where they are, Australia.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're gonna fight a kangaroo and get their butt kicked. So like if I would be petrified to fight a kangaroo.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. It would not be exciting to fight a kangaroo.
But wait, now they're saying no kicks, just boxing?
I still feel like that thing's got a mean.
What does a kangaroo's hands look like?
Yeah, I got to look at the kangaroo's hands.
Just their faces are very intimidating.
Oh, and they just no, those hands could still mess me up. They're like
I would not.
You just get like.
I feel like you wouldn't be able to touch them either. Like they just bounce around.
Yeah, they'd bounce all over you. Even if they weren't allowed to kick, they'd bounce all. Here's a picture of a swole one. You can post it in the. You can put that in the montage.
A swole kangaroo.
Swole kangaroo. Oh, I just realized. Well, I could have been sharing my screen the whole time while looking at all these animals. Oh, something to be noted. Noted next time.
That.
Something noted we can do next time. But no, I'm sorry. I don't think a kangaroo is gonna do it, guys.
No.
I don't think you guys would beat.
You know what? Another one dishonorable mention is a black bear. Those things are
no bear.
Like,
you're not fighting a bear.
Notoriously.
If a bear actually wants to beat you up, it would too.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris Sheridan. Sorry, I realized like Chris had a good comment that if an octopus is on land, I still think it would put in the work, but I'd still be able to beat up an octopus. It's too squishy.
I don't like how quickly can it move on land?
I have no idea. That we're not getting it. We don't have time for that. We do not have time for that. We're already almost. This is a long pod already. So, but anyways, I want to thank everyone for coming out. The Wise Guys live stream, the first ever. We're very excited, and from what we've seen on this program, could be worth our pretty penny to buy it all, and then we'll be able to put it on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So thanks for everyone for joining, and see you guys all on the. See you guys all on Friday. So now let me figure out how to end this broadcast. All right, but still check out the podcast if you missed a part. We have it all in segments, and this will be uploaded to YouTube. So we'll see you guys all on Friday. Peace.